I know most people have like a midlife or quarter life crisis. I get one of these things 3 to 4 times a year ever since I turned 25. I get very like complainy and I hate my life when I think about how unfulfilling or authentic my career feels. Welcome to my career crash out again. I've been a full-time content creator about a year and a half, and I've reached that point once again where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I kind of want to jump ship, but then I realize you can't keep doing the same things over and over again and expect a different result. Like, I have been making the same kind of content this entire time. So how can I expect my mind to change about how I feel about it, unless I do something different? So I'm going to give myself an arbitrary timeline for 90 days. I want to try and switch up my content style and try different things. And if at the end of it, I'm still like, I hate my career, that's like a later Joyce problem. 90 days from today is November 23. So I feel like until then, I'm not allowed to crash out again. Honestly, if you've been trying to get into content creation, or you're also feeling like you're in a rut like me, here are 3 reminders that are just as much for you as they are for me. Number 1, get in the habit of pushing out lots of content. When you produce like 1 video a week, you are going to hyper fixate on how well that video performs. You're just going to look at the numbers because you're like, I spent 40 hours on this video and I got 20 likes. Like, I should give up. That's not going to help you. So just try to push out as much as you can so that you're thinking about how to iterate, how to make it feel more like you. Number 2, think about some evergreen pillars for yourself. This might require you to like get a notebook or a planner and start jotting down ideas about yourself. And I don't mean evergreen pillars because it's important to niche down. For me, having created for 2+ years, you will inevitably get into these slumps where you're like, I do not fuck with the content that I'm making anymore. Think about evergreen pillars that will stick with you no matter where you go in life. For example, making college student content is not evergreen, but making content about how you're driven by curiosity and learning, that is more evergreen. And my 3rd tip is focus more on the ideas than the production side of things. In my opinion, it's way easier to change up your style of filming as you become more and more of a seasoned content creator. And I think that's why people say you don't need like a fancy camera or gadgets. You don't need any of these things to become a content creator. And none of this actually matters if you don't have a good idea. So anyways, those are my tips for me. I'm going to get started on my 90 days of grinding. If you see some whack ass content from me, just know that it's me trying so that I don't hate my career.